Hello, NiRiain video. Today we're gonna take a look at the best Pokemon to answer charm users in this meta, I guess. As we're going to have here the Galarian Slowbro. This Pokemon is part poison type and part psychic type, which means it does resist the charm usage of the opponents, which is amazing. And we have a really cool team around it as well. We're going to have the Swiders in the lead, something that really doesn't want to face charm Pokemon anyway. We have the Sayswap here of the Mandibuzz, a Pokemon that is pretty neutral in nearly every scenario here, even against the charm users, because they're mainly a psychic type. You're still going to have some chance against those. And then you have the Slowbro in the back that will be able to beat all the charm users and has a ton of very neutral matchups. For example, here, look at this charm user. We put our Slowbro in there, and I think they're going to realize now, oops, I don't do damage against them. Oopsie, goodbye. Let's see the next opponent here. We're going to see the Mandibuzz in the lead. We see a Gossito as a Charmer coming in here, and I don't care about it. Slowbro comes in. Slowbro going to go for one Sludge Bomb here. We will be able to get them very low, and we will be able to farm them down here with more than half of our health left. We see the Mandibuzz coming in, and this is also fine for us, as we can go ahead and go for another charge move here, and we will be able to put them at half health already. I could shield it up here and try to completely knock them out, but I kind of thought like, okay, I should be able still to reach another charge move anyway. And you see how much Slowbro can do in this meta. We will be able to go into our Swiders as we see a Latias coming in, which is a charm user, but we should be able to at least get the final shield here from the opponent. Oh, that's the first shield only. It's going to be a very tricky one to still win. Let's see if we can still win this one. We will be able to farm them all the way down. We have like 1 HP left, and we will be able to somehow still win the game here. So, good game to my opponent. We see the next opponent having a Skuntank in the lead. This is a very neutral lead for your Swiders. Swiders in general is a Pokemon that's kind of underrated in the current meta. This Pokemon has a ton of potential as it resists a ton of moves, especially all those Dark-type Pokemon. They don't really have the best time against you. They usually run here Flamethrower and the Crunch, so both of them are kind of resisted, as we see another Dark Poison type coming in. I could kind of expect that we have another Dark Poison type in the back as well, as yeah, I also suggested teams like this already in my best team video. If you haven't checked this out, you can definitely check this out as well, especially as today I think should be the Go Battle Day with a Moltang available, so you definitely kind of wanted to get some good teams for this cup. We will see here that we see the Muk coming in. What a surprise, a triple. It's actually exactly the team I think that I suggested in my video, which is kind of funny, but here, because we have a very decent dark type coverage there anyway, we will be able to go for another move as well. There's going to be an Acid Spray anyway, so I don't really care too much. I will be able to go for one more Aerial Ace here, which doesn't do a ton of damage against them. They're going to let this move go through, and I can go into my Slowbro, and at this point of time, I will be able to just shield it up, farm them all the way down, even if it's an Acid Spray, so be it, because they're gonna go down here with my Slowbro power. Slowbro is such a cool Pokemon. It looks so funny. I wish that it gets its signature move, because it would most likely make this Pokemon even a little bit better. It has like one, I think both versions have a signature move, the Slowbro and the Slow King in the Galarian version there. I kind of wish Niantic in general puts in more signature moves for Pokemon. Would be definitely something that I would like to see, but maybe we get like a community day for those. That would be funny, like a Slowbro community, like Slowpoke community day, where you have both the Galarian version as well as the normal version available, both in shiny, and then both like having all like new moves for every evolution stage. That would be really cool. But here we see a very nice catch by the opponent here, and the Deoxys, they're gonna go for, we can go now for one foul play here. We will be able to get them low, but we're gonna go now into our Slowbro. I don't really want to get countered down there. And I will be able to shield up the first move, which is going to be the Rock Slide bait, which does make sense, but now they can go for one Psycho Boost and get us most likely a little bit lower. Psycho Boost is only neutral, even though we are Poison type, we are of course still the Psychic type, so we are eligible for this cup. We see the next opponent coming here with the Mandibuzz. Sadly, I make a big mistake here. I'm going to shield this move up, but I forgot that they have so much energy already that I tried to overfarm it much. I thought I would be able to farm down, but now I am not, and they will be able to farm me down. Now we have a Toxicroak against us, which basically means it's a good game. There's nothing we can do here anymore, but this is my own mistake because, yeah, I didn't play this correctly. I could have played just way better and went for my actual move. But like this, it's sadly... Oh, wait. Do we still have a chance here? Yep, we still have a chance here. We're still going to be able to win this game. I debate a lot of times in my videos, and a lot of people like it as far as I can tell. But yeah, I knew that I would win this game. As we see another opponent here, we see Raichu in the lead. Raichu in the lead is basically the best possible lead that you can face. Raichu doesn't have any attack that would hit you, so this is amazing for us. We see the Drapion coming in, we have a shield advantage already. Mandibuzz will be able to take 2 moves here, and also Mandibuzz will now avoid to be matched up against the opponent's Raichu, which is even the better thing here. We will be able to knock them all the way down there as we see the opponent coming in now with the Raichu again. They can farm me down, fine for me. I can go into my Dragon type again, and I will be able to. I'm going to shield up the next move here because a Wild Charge still would hurt you a lot. But the Wild Charge will get shielded anyway, and we see the Mandibuzz coming in. This is not ideal whatsoever. I tried to catch the move here, didn't work out whatsoever as well, so I am currently in a very bad spot. They're going to go for one foul play, we can still survive it, and we will be able to go for one Sludge Bomb. But they're most likely going to be able to go for the full farm down here, which will hurt me. But they're actually going to go and throw the move here, which I don't understand, to be fair. I will be able to go for one body slam at least here, maybe for another one afterwards. Let's see if we're going to go for the double body slam. Is this even enough? It will be enough, but they're going to go for their own move. And now I think I can just farm them down, and I can go for the Dark Pulse against the Raichu, and this is still going to be a good game here, because of course our Swilus also puts in a ton of work. The combination between Swilus and also the Pokemon in the back there, or Slowbro, is really nice because you're just going to be able to beat those answers from Swilus easily. We see a Charm user in the lead, which is horrible of course for us. As we go into our Mandibuzz save swap, we see another Mandibuzz coming in here. Our Mandibuzz has horrible IVs, but actually for the team that you're going to see tomorrow, which also going to include Mandibuzz in it, I lost like CMP like several times with it, which is insane. So people have even worse IVs than me for Mandibuzz, which at least makes me feel a little better about my Mandibuzz because it's literally one of the worst possible IV spreads there. But it is fine. We will be able to go for another aerial ace here. We're going to do some nice damage. And I think we're going to shield this move up, trying to realign because I don't want to have the Charm user against my lead again. So this is definitely the way to go. We will see the Pawniard coming in here, I think. We can go for one foul play. This foul play will do some damage, and I will now be able to align my Dragon Boy against the Pawniard. And the Pawniard can go for whatever move they want to. They're gonna go for the Xer. Fine for me. I can just try to get them lower and lower with my Dragon Breath, because of course my Dragon Boy here doesn't want to face the Charmer, but also my Slowbro doesn't want to face the Pawniard, which makes Pawniard actually kind of core breaker for this team, but also not really because it's kind of squishy, so you can still manage to do something with it. But here we see, of course, the opponent's Overfed going to have not the best time against me here. I will be able to go for 2 Sludge Bombs now, which will knock them out, I think. Does it knock them out? It does knock them out, I think, with the second one here. And this should hopefully put me into a position where I can go into my Swilus. Oh, it's going to be so close, to be fair. Let's see what we can do here. We see the Body Slam coming through. We're gonna get them super low. Can we farm them down and get to another move? Let's see. It's going to be so close. We can farm them not down yet. Would have been a close one. Definitely a very, very close game there. And we kinda got completely hardballed in this game as well, and still was super close. So I take this. One reason why we use the Mandibuzz as a save swap here is the fighting types in the lead. We have 2 answers for fighting types in the bag with this now. If you would use something like an Umbreon or a Drapion, you would have a way worse time against potential fighting types in this meta. Even though they're a little bit rarer, like you kind of still want to have some kind of coverage against them. As we see now the Drapion coming in, we will be able to get now the shield from them most likely, or we knock them out afterwards. Let's see what we can do here. We can actually knock them out, which is even better for us. We are both shields, both shields left, which means we can just go ahead and go for the aerial ace here, try to get them lower, and we can align our Slowbro against them and see what they have in the bag. So hopefully our Swilus has some better match up there. They're gonna go for the charge move. I think this is only Ice Punch. I don't know why I shield here, to be fair, but it is only Ice Punch, and now I think at least this one I can let this go. Yeah, I'm going to let this go. It's going to be the Ice Punch again, as we see a Skuntank coming in. This is going to be a weird one. I don't know if we can still win this game. We can see though. We will be able to shield up this. No, we're going to no shield this one here. Luckily, we don't get the debuff. We should be able to go for 2 body slams, but they're going to actually go ahead and go for their next move. Going to be another crunch. They're going to get no debuff here again, which means we can go for 1 body slam here, trying to get them low, but we're going to get no shield here. We're gonna get maybe a shield from the Medicham. Let's see what we can do here. But we're actually gonna get now them so low that we hopefully just farm them all the way down with a Slowbro. We will be able to farm them all the way down. I think if they got to the Psychic there, I might have had a worse time, but I'm not sure. Next opponent, Malamar in the lead. I actually misplayed this a little bit. I didn't expect them to go straight for the superpower here. I thought they most likely got farm up to 2, but they just didn't. And now I'm in a little bit of a worse spot there because I basically didn't gain anything other than a shield disadvantage from the lead. I will be able to get at least my shield back here from my Swilus. I will get this thing low. And I try to catch the potential crunch for whatever reason I want to run crunch or like throw the crunch on me onto my Mandiboss, but I'm going to be able to take those sludge bombs pretty easily. It's going to be another one coming in, and I should be able to knock them out in time. As we see incoming here, the opponent's Malamar again. I can go ahead and go for one foul play, and they still have to throw against me. Let's see what they have in the back on their own. They're going to have their Skuntank in the back, and at this point of time, there's not a lot that I can do here. They still have a move stored on the Malamar. I try to go for my charge move here. It works out pretty well, which is nice. But what they can just do here is they can just farm me all the way down. And now they have a ton of energy. And I kind of have to farm them down with my Slowbro now. And I'm not sure if Slowbro are going to be able to do this here. And I'm going to shield at the first move. Hopefully they don't get to another one. But of course they can get to another one. And this will now not knock me out yet. But the Malamar will be able to knock me out sadly in time and can go for a charge move here. Again, a very close one. Could have maybe played it a little bit better as well, but this is definitely not the way. We will see an Umbreon. Umbreon is decent for me, especially a Toxic Croak Safe Swap is decent for me as well, because I will be able to go into my Mandiboss. Mandiboss is basically a hard wall for this Pokemon, and I will be able to now just go ahead and go for an Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace will do a ton of damage against them, of course would knock them out, but they're going to shield up. I can invest a shield here as well if I want to, but I can survive on Sludge Bomb anyway, which still allows me to realign my Pokemon, and we see the Umbreon coming back in. This is an interesting play here from the opponent, as of course Umbreon will not really be able to farm me down with their fast moves, or can they? This is the question here, but they are not going to do this. They're going to let the foul play knock me out nearly here. I think there was an underfarm, which is really nice by them, but we see the Gallade in the back anyway. And Gallade, if you didn't know, doesn't really like to face a Slowbro. All moves are resisted, literally all of them. This is even double resisted. Still of course hurts because it's a Shadow Gallade, but it's kind of funny. Slowbro is just such a cool Pokemon in the meta, and it doesn't care about your Umbreon here either. It just can go straight for the Sludge Bomb. You actually don't really need the second charge move on this Pokemon either, to be fair. Like, if you just don't have the Stardust available right now, I think Sludge Bomb is all that you really want anyway. Focus Blast can be cool in some certain scenarios, but never happened for me. We see a Ponyard in the lead. Again, basically the worst possible lead that I can face here. I have to stay in, I have to try to get them a little bit low and maybe try to catch a move, which works out way better than I expected, as it's going to be a Night Slash. Let's hope that they don't have a hard answer against me in the back, and they're going to stay in here for a little bit and catch the move on the Mandiboss. Going to be the Aerial Ace anyway, which is decent for me. But this matchup is something I don't really want to be in here right now. I hopefully can get out of this matchup a little bit with some energy and just swap into my Swilus. Let's see if we can do that. If I can catch the move, that would be nice as well, but it doesn't really matter anyway because it's Aerial Ace. It's the best move against Swilus. I have a move start now on my Mandiboss in the back. We're going to see the Aerial Ace coming through here, and we will be able to go for one Body Slam here, which hopefully knock them out. As it does not. They're going to swap out into their Rapidash, which is horrible for me, but I can go into my Slowbro now, which is going to have a pretty decent time. Let's see. Hopefully they don't run the Mega Horn. I'm going to no shield the first one, going to be the Body Slam. I'm going to shield the second one, I think, because the potential... No, okay, I'm actually going to shield the next one. The potential of Mega Horn kind of scares me. We still have a move start here, we have a move start in the back. It looks pretty archaic, but Ponyard still kind of is there and it's kind of strong and has like a move start there. I can go for one charge move now here, and I kind of have to catch the move here. Let's hope that we can catch it. I tried to swap out and I was just a split second too late there. I will be able to farm them all the way down. We see the Mandiboss against us in the back, but sadly they are getting to the charge move just in time there with 1 HP, and we're gonna go down there. Very good game to my opponent there, very well played. Could have most likely also won this game if I played a little better, but it was so close, like honestly. Ponyard lead is a little bit tricky for this team sometimes, but also not really. We see a Raichu in the lead, fine for us, and we see a Manabus coming in, even better for us, as we're going to be able to catch the aerial ace here against our own Manabus, which allows us now to align our Flyer against their Flyer with some more health advantage here as well, which is nice. But of course, we're going to now be able to also get a ton of energy here to potentially go for one foul play against the opponent's Raichu. This is basically the main idea why I swapped into this one as well. We see the aerial ace coming through from the opponent. I will be able to go for another aerial ace here. I will be able to survive one move from the Raichu if they want to get in here, but I actually have my move start already. I can go straight for the foul play. This is super effective damage against the Raichu. It doesn't knock them out, but they're going to shield up anyway, as we see the Drapion coming in, which is not the best matchup for me. I kind of have to stay in here, to be fair, but I will be able to get this thing super low already. I will be able to get the final shield by them already now, and this should be a pretty decent game for me at the end. I could have even let this move go through in hindsight, tried to farm him down with my Slowbro and had a great time, but like this game is over anyway, and I hope you enjoyed this video. This team is a ton of fun. If you want to play this team, I can highly recommend it to you. I hope you have a great Go Battle day, and I see you in the next video. Bye!